Hello, everybody. I'm here, right on time. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. How's everybody doing? I'll let everybody file in a hot minute. Oh, I got two screens open. I got StreamYards on the left, YouTube on the right. Trying to be very professional here. All right, I got notes. Sunday night, boys and girls. We are here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. My very noisy water bottle. Hi, guys. Oh, the chat is blowing up. Oh, so how is everybody even talk? Oh my lord. How is everybody doing tonight? You guys doing good? Sunday night. Tomorrow's Monday. Yeesh. Let's see if I can pull out chat. If I have the capability. I did it last time. I was pretty proud of myself. Let's see. Participants. All right. So let's see. We have Anthony Dodge. We have Dave from DB Tech. We have Deep Run Railroad Mike. James from Dundas Junction, Model Railroad, Grandpa Rails, Joe Rader, Curly, Express. It always throws me off. Wait, Lynn McCurdy and the HDMMRC, myself, Randall Allison, Ray Babel, uh, Schuylkill River Valley, and Split Rock, and Tim D. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, I just saw Charlie's Train Depot just popped in. Of course, my hubby, Scott Johnson. I think I got everybody. Randall, I hope I said hi to you. If I didn't, hello, Randall Ellison. And I think I've got everybody that has popped in. So let's get rid of this chats list so that I don't get that screwed up. And I'm going to move it to live chat so that I can see everybody's conversation going on. All right, you guys. So, in Charlie's Train Depot, you're new to the channel. I haven't seen you before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have notes. I have my notes. I have some questions. Congrats, CJ. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I won the I can't think of words. I won the mini prints PP lid challenge. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. And I already know what I'm gonna spend my gift certificate on. I think I'm gonna get the Santa Claus and sleigh. Oh, my audio is breaking up. All right, let me move the microphone closer. Okay, is that working better? Let me know. Tra la 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 la. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I went from I wasn't gonna do a peanut butter lid to I did one, and I blame it on Mr. Rick Bailey. It's all his fault. And then it turned out pretty well because I won, so I was pretty excited. Oh, that is better? Yeah, I had my microphone too far away. Alrighty, so the cookie winner for tonight was Robert Darby from Darby Rail Services. So congratulations, Robert. And Lynn McCurdy was is second place, so you guys have to split the cookie on that. All right. I have a question for you guys. So I heard through the grapevine that I've never heard of this train shop before. English's Mono Train Shop. I hope I don't butcher it. I believe they're in Montoursville, Pennsylvania, is closing. So I don't know if they're going to start having sales or deals. Apparently, it was just announced, and they have a lot of stock, so it may be a while before they actually like come down on prices. So I'm not sure if that's just hearsay or if that's really happening. But check it out. I know I'm going to because I'm looking for something specific, and I'm going to change my screen here. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to find this. Trying to find this. I have this kit. It's an Athens Blue Box, and I gave it to my dad to work on, and he's been putting it together for me. And some of the pieces are broken. It's an old, obviously, Blue Box. It's an old kit. So I have tried without any luck. I even contacted Athearn, and they immediately said, no, we don't have parts laying around. That's so old school. There's no way we can help you with that. So I've even reached out to Caboose Stop Hobbies because sometimes they come across stuff, and nobody seems to have this anywhere. If anybody comes across this, please let me know. Send me an email from my about page because I really need some parts. I don't know what to do. Just all right. Hey Tim, welcome. Drive safely while you're listening to my craziness. All right, so I have that. Also, James had asked me to mention a YouTuber, and I think it's a good idea. And it is Mike from Deep Run Railroad. He's got 25 subs. They look like they're pretty good videos. I just checked them out earlier, so maybe you guys could head over. I asked James if he would put in the link for me since he had mentioned it. We see Deep Run all the time, Boost Top Hobbies, and he's always popping into the chat. I believe, if I'm not wrong, he's here tonight as well. So this is what I've been up to. Let me change my camera because y'all don't want to need to be staring at my hands. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. So I was working on the layout today, and so show of hands, how many of us have rage quit trying to work on our layouts? Because I'm here to tell you, it's still goofy from time to time. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. Let me see. Let me check my sound real quick. Hold on. Audio. Doobie doobie doo. Yeah, it shows that it's working all right. I don't know. So I have both pages open. Does that matter on the screen? Do I need to do anything because I have two pages open at once? Jeez, sounds good. All right. Well, we'll just muddle through. So yes, I am very frustrated with my layout. Don't I know that when we do videos on YouTube that we splice and cut things out so we don't see real reality behind what's going on. But need mute from the pages. All right, that's what I thought. All right, so click here and mute that. Hopefully that should be better. And I'm getting a message. And I don't see your streamer. I see. Oh, you did it. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Get rid of that. Connect to here. All right. So I don't understand. Like, so when I first started doing this, I see that a lot of people. Hey, Tammy and Ray, how's it going? I noticed that several people did like Snaptrack, and Ray loves the hat. Thank you, Ray. Okay, so I learned a lesson. You have to mute. Okay. Um, I always thought it was funny that people would use Snaptrack. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but where you basically just already had the roadbed and the track already attached, and you snap it together, and then you would just put it together based on the dimensions and the curvature or whatever as it was. And I wanted to use FlexTrack because I wanted the flexibility. Well, I don't know. When I cut the track, it seems like it's either too short or too long. Very, very frustrated. And then Split Rock had pointed out a way to make bulletproof track, and you cut it and then you slide it into the rail. I don't know. I'm horrible with words. Hey, Possum Bayou. Hey, Rusty. You'd slide it into the things that hold the rails onto the track, and I did that, and now I've got two pieces of rail that don't quite line up. So I tried. What do you call it? You melt the metal. I am not having really good usage of. I like a thesaurus or a dictionary. Oh, hey Ray, how's it going? I don't like Snaptrack. I use the old brass stuff, but that's just me. FlexTrack can be a little. Yeah, I'm really very, very frustrated. Yeah, I'm solder. Thank you, Dave. So solder. So I soldered it together. So okay, here's the problem. All right. So my layout is 8 feet by 7 feet, basically, and so I work on like a foot section, and I get it together, and I'm happy. I'm like yes, and then I move to the next section, and I get it together. I'm like yes, and I move to the third section, and I look back, and I realize the bloody loose rail has worked its way out. So what I cut doesn't quite work. So I find myself that I'm constantly working in the same 3 foot section. So today I was all excited because I worked the whole 8 foot section, came around to my bridges, and now I'm finally working in a new section, and I'm so happy, and I get everything going, and then I realized what I soldered popped because I had to torque it because I forget because I get excited and I get ahead of myself and forgot to cut the rail underneath so you can slide the joiners in. So yeah, I'm very frustrated. And Mr. Nisi was like trying to talk me off the ledge, and I was ready to take the entire layout for the umpteenth time, put it out in the street, and just drive over it with the minivan. So please tell me, does anybody else have these issues? Because right now I'm thinking of just going and getting the track with the roadbed and just having like a circle and just being over it. Hey Jerry, how's it going? Did I miss anybody? FlexTrack is the best thing since sliced bread, Lynn says. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, so I'm not making sandwiches. Trying to get a tray ready. Like I had my expectations are like way up here. Yeah, I do. And 2 years later, you guys are asking me for layout updates, and I don't feel comfortable showing you what I have because to me it looks the exact same. I need a Mr. Ray. But that's just it. Like I've been honest. I want to do it myself. And if somebody comes and does it for me, then I'm not learning anything. And I'm frustrated because I've mastered so many hobbies, but for some reason, this one is expensive, the most expensive one, and I'm not mastering it. So I'm horrible with measuring. I'm not good with reading a ruler. I use the normal radii and the flex for the straights, and mainly because I have had the same issues. Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing today. I had Mr. Nisi had bought me so many brand new pieces of 3 foot track, which I thought 3 foot track was a lot of length, right? You think 3 feet, you can do a lot with that? Oh, heck no. So I've cut so many new pieces of track that I don't even think I have a 3 foot section of track out there. Yeah. So I've made a mess of things pretty much. But I persevered, so now I have to go back to that one little section. I think if I can solder it back without me twerking or tweaking or whatever it's called, I think I'll have it fixed. Or else I'm going to have to do something with styrene because I think I've heard you guys talk about styrene. I don't even know anymore. And I'm not trying to complain. I'm just, yeah. But I know, Lynn. I know, but I don't want to. Like I met him one time and I'd be like, hey, come to my house and fix my problems. Like I'm not trying to be a damsel in distress. I just want to commiserate. Corey. Hey Corey, how's it going? Oh Corey, thank you so much. You make me feel so much better. You're my hero. That's all I'm looking for. That we've all been there. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know. It's very, very frustrating. I know I'll figure it out. It's been kicking and screaming. And not fix just help by showing. I know, but I don't want to bug him. Are you nailing it down to wood or working on styrofoam? So it's on foam, but I have it nailed down certain sections, but then the parts that I'm currently working with, I don't have it nailed down. I'm just trying to figure out how you guys can add another piece of track without everything else being undone, even though it's like nailed down and it's not moving. It's that one piece of rail that's loose. It seems to walk around. I don't know. It's probably just me. Gosh, if there was someone who worked from home and can help you while you work, oh, the horror. Well, folks, we have a comedian in the house. Yes, Mr. Rick Bailey. Yeah, but even you can't make that piece of track. Okay, so here's the thing too, is there's a lot of complaining and words are said and I can't take them back. And I don't want anybody to see that. It's bad enough. Like I wait until everybody's out of the house. Typically, today I didn't, so that no one's around to see me lose my, you know what. I know. But I'm going to be testy and nobody needs testy, right? Rick has like enough people in the house complaining to him. Where? So yeah. When you start laying the track, put a drop of CA on one part to keep it from moving. Why didn't I think of that? Don't worry about small gaps, allows for expansion. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hey, Edward. Welcome to the complaining show. Apparently, it's a rant show. I'm just ranting. Ranting because I'm just frustrated. And I know that I can do it. This is the thing that kicks me in the butt is I know I can do it because I've accomplished so many other things. And usually, was it adapt and overcome? Usually I adapt and I overcome and I figure it out. I might do it kicking and screaming. But after 2 years, just want to train running. I just want to get to the landscaping because I'm really good at the landscaping. I want to put grass down. But my flex track, so it's close to the radius. I want my whole layout is flex. Rick's River Raisin Trains. Hey Rick, what kind of flex track do you have? Because mine's Atlas, and I can't. It doesn't. When you bend it, it doesn't stay put. Rusty says he's having issues with a lift out or a lift up. See, that is going to be my next, because now that I have made it around the bend, I've got all of my turnouts in. Now it's going to be the lift out, pull out, and I am absolutely terrified because how did I do on the just basic surface? I don't even know. And that's going to be, I guess, cutting with a Dremel. So it'll probably be like it's nailed down and then you just Dremel it. I don't know. I'm a doofus. Gargraves. Never heard of it. I have issues with a couple curves. Hey, Artie. I tried to use in the curves. I tried to use the Snaptrack, the Atlas Snaptrack, so that it was already curved, so it was less cutting because clearly I'm incapable of cutting. How is that? You measure like 50. I even pull out like my marker and I marked on the rails where I wanted to cut, and then I forgot. Did I need to cut on the line, before the line, or after the line? So can you imagine if I was using like a saw? Gargraves is S or O scale. I've never heard of that. Okay. I'm working on 2 4-foot modules, install 5 turnouts, and when I applied power, it shorted. Oh my gosh. All I did was forget one insulator, but I pulled up all 5 turnouts. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I can't. I'm just like, I can't. I can't even recover from that. Alrighty. Yep, less sugar. Maybe that's my problem. We need less sugar. I don't know. Oh, and my camera's like blurry again. Stop being blurry. Let me see. Saw the pictures on. I did see the pictures on Facebook. I just didn't know what had happened. What is this? This little heart thing, and I believe Heath told us how to get rid of it, and clearly I didn't get rid of it. So I have to wait for y'all to pop up so that I can see. Okay, if you have a curve already done, I push my flex track into it like a template. All right. Ooh, hey, it's SD Pandy Projects. Welcome. And now the heart is going. Yeah, I can't see anything around that heart. I quit eating ice cream today, mostly because Rusty. There was a sale on ice cream, so we have like 10 gallons of ice cream in the freezer. And then when the hurricane was coming, we were like eating the ice cream like a bunch of fanatics. It was ridiculous. I still have a ton of ice cream. Tim says he's never had an issue with curves. I had to make. Oh, all right. I don't know. I know I'll figure it out. Can you run trains with the track you got? Yeah, it's just they don't go all the way around. So, and they're loose. It's still loose. I don't have it all nailed down yet. And I don't want to nail it completely down because I have the 2 bridges that are going over the waterway that I need to do the pour so that I have water in there. Heath is still waiting for Barbie to emerge from the moat. Did I miss something? I don't remember there being anything about Barbie. What is this heart you were all complaining about? There is no heart anywhere on my screen. Joe, really? When you're looking at chat on YouTube, so where you would type your message, just above it to the right is a heart. And somebody is just hitting the heck out of that because I've got like wow faces and hearts and 100% just flying up the side of the screen. So what happens is it cuts off the bottom, the last person to send a message, it cuts it off and I can't see it. Well, Joe, I got to tell you, you are a lucky duck because I don't, no heart. So John, you don't have it either. All right, well, I don't know. I know some of us have it. It's a pain in the ass, the hearts, yes. Because it's just a giant heart in the middle of words. If you have to, you're probably going to ballast over. Anyways, hold the track in place with screws between the ties to hold the curve. So the problem I'm having with the curve is just that you have to cut the track to meet up to the curve. And then what happens is it's not a straight line. So I cut it and it's supposed to fit like this. However, when I'm done cutting it, and because 6 miles back, the loose track moved, I now have track sitting like this. And then I have to recut track to get it to come back here again. So that's my frustration. The curves aren't that hard. Rick is heartless. No, nobody's heartless. I am surprised that everybody doesn't have these hearts on their thing. Rusty has it. He's not happy. Rusty, you can have my heart. I'll give it to you. I'll donate it to your side. You can have 2 hearts. All right. Well, what can I tell you? I will get it figured out. It will happen. I know I will do it. I don't know when, but I will do it. So, yeah. There's that. So I spent pretty much all of today doing that and complaining a lot, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, if we could move it, if you could just take the heart and just move it, that would be very helpful. Don't balance until your layout is done because you might change your mind then in a big mess. Yeah, GD, the original layout I had that my dad had started with my kids was a 4x8. And for a school project, my son and I actually did the ballast on the whole table before I ripped it up to do my layout. And that stuff, oh my goodness, when you start ripping that stuff up, things are just like flying all over the place. It was like popcorn in my house. And I used my home vacuum cleaner to suck the stuff up. I think you're supposed to use a shop vac or something, but hey, I used what I had. It was quite the mess. So I'm not doing any ballasting till all my track is in, and all my track won't be completely nailed down until I get that river, stream, whatever it's called, done. So I need to book my son-in-law to come help me do that. But yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. At least I feel better. Everybody has problems with these. But now I do understand why some of you guys just buy the, what is it, T-track or the Kato track. You just snap it all together and it is what it is. Ballast is over. I like the look of ballast though. I really do. I think because I don't like looking at cork. It looks more realistic to me. You have a heart. It's in your look. That pesky heart, Edward. I do like it. I like the ballast a lot. This time around, though, I've got all different kinds of colors to add into it to make it look a little bit more. Hey, Anthony's here. I got to wait for the heart to move so that I can see what he said. Trying to do too many things at once, listening but not wanting to chat. Well, Anthony, I completely understand that. I got too much going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I got 4 spots in my layout, but I can't do anything with it until I can lift my shoulder. The old stuff will run fine, but the new fancy, highly detailed stock won't stay on the 4 spots. That stinks, Artie. I hope your shoulder gets better sooner rather than later. Unitrack. That's what I was trying to come up with, the Unitrack. I use Kata on my T-Track modules. Wished I would have used it for my layout. Yep. Because now I realize that you can doctor up the the whatever the road bed that it's stuck to. You can doctor it up. I was thinking that it was a one and done and you couldn't do anything with it. Right, Corey, and that's what I said earlier, is that I get when you guys do videos and you cut out some of the parts, but it's funny because I have actually watched like Hillbilly Railroad. He's always working on his layout when he does a live, and I have watched people doing it live, and I'm not seeing them absolutely losing their ever-loving mind cutting the track. I do, however, see guys burning their fingers when they're trying to do the soldering. I have seen that. I know that's real. And in fact, while I was soldering that pesky little piece of track, I managed to get some drippage onto my cork bed. But when I ballast it, you won't see it. So I've got, looks like Terminator melted on my layout. It's fantastic. Hey, Missile Hunter, how's it going in there? I know, I'll get it. I'm just not used to something kicking my butt for that long. I'm used to having results because I'm impatient and I'm used to being able to like come out on top at some point. And some of the things that I've mastered, I'm impressed myself with. When I'm frustrated, the neighbors know it. Oh, Corey, the neighbors, yeah, I think on both sides of the main street. In fact, I live between two railroad tracks, and I think the engineer on the train today south of me heard me as well over the train engine sitting idle, because I think I blew the roof off the house today. I'm just like, we've all been where you are, Nisi. Anyone who says they haven't had your issue either has no layout or is lying. Yeah, I hope so, because holy moly. I have cussed a few times. When I laid my track, I made a bunch of miscuts and had to redo a bunch. I am thankful, though, because talking to you guys, I don't even know anymore. I've asked so many questions, and I've asked the same people the same questions. I've asked different people. So at this point, I don't even know who told me, but I don't have it laying around here. But Rick has the tool where you bend a piece of rail and then you use that to do your rail joiners. That was awesome. I tried making that and failed. And then Steve Childers, who lives down south of me, I went to his house and ran trains, and he gave me one. So that helped me, because rail joiners are a nightmare. And I literally had Band-Aids all over my fingers the first time I tried to do that without Rick's tool. So that helped. And then I was talking to, I don't know, Rick or Split Rock or Ray or who, and they said that the insulator joiners as well are worse, I think, than the metal joiners. But when you're trying to stick them on, I ate up like a whole package of the insulated rail joiners. So it was brought to my attention that you need to sand the bottom just a light little bit to thin the bottom part of that track, and then they slide on. That has saved me immensely. So those things, like, I'm learning lessons just slowly. And sometimes I don't know to ask a question. I just thought it was me being a dunce and couldn't figure out how to get the rail joiners on. I didn't know that I was shoving something on to something that didn't want to go. Yeah, see, Edward, that's the thing. This is why my frustration has reached the level that it had today, is the fact that for 2 years, I mean, let's face it, life also has interfered with some things. But for 2 years, I feel like I go into it with a good attitude, and I'm calm, and I've got my expectations where they should be, and my goals are where I believe makes the most sense. And I start working, and I realize I'm only working in the same 3-foot space. And I quickly get to work, and I'm making headway. And then, like I said, 45 minutes later, you'd look back and you've made great progress and realize that one rail has worked its way out, and then it screwed up everything that you were trying to do, and you get very, very angry, I think is the best way to describe it. I'm very angry. Why do people have trouble with joiners? I didn't have a single issue with any other than the one I bent and had to fix. Tim, I don't know. I guess maybe that was just a me issue, but my DNA, I told Mr. Nisi if I ever get kidnapped, which if anybody kidnaps me, they're returning me within 20 minutes because I talk too much and I'm a pain in the you know what. But if I got kidnapped and they didn't return me, my DNA is all over the layout. They could pull my DNA off of that. Your layout may not have had progress, but your structure skills are. See, this is the thing. So Rick and I work on the models all the time, and no, I am not at the level that Rick does. Holy cow! The buildings that he makes, the extra stuff that he does on his kids. Holy cow, folks! Like if there was a way to get the master model railroader just based on the buildings alone, the detail that he puts into his stuff. Holy crap! Working with him, I've learned how to do that stuff. Not even close to the level of what he does, but what I've been able to do, I'm not intimidated anymore by doing a building. While I'm working on it, I might get a few points where I'm kind of like, I'm not ready to go to the next step because I'm not ready. I'm nervous, but I always get it done. That's why I don't understand. It seemed like an impossibility to build models. So if I can overcome that, and then like the peanut butter lids are teaching me a lot with landscaping and stuff, and learning that there's happy accidents, why can't I push through with the track out there? Oh, let's see. Sliding rail to the inside of a curve. Sliding rail. Yeah. It's a struggle when you're trying to put 75 rail joiner on a code 100. Well, Artie, trust me, they were 100. They were code 100. I swear. Hey, it's we, us, and Company Railroad. Welcome, Les. If I missed you earlier, I'm sorry. I think I read your message earlier and didn't even realize it was you. If anyone needs DNA for Nisi, just swap the ballast. I mean, seriously, what a disaster. I don't know. But, once they told me, here's the trick, it worked out so much better. What? I'm on my third set of tracks. Started out with tin plate track, then went to MTH scale tracks, and now Gargraves with raw switches. So I wasted a lot of money. See, that's another thing too. Is I feel guilty because I'm asking for all this stuff to be bought. Like I go to Mr. Nisi and I'm like, if I could just get this, it's gonna fix this problem. And then he huffs and puffs and signs his Visa card. And I get that, and then I still have the same problem. Randall says he's got a Walthers mainline GP9 that was working fine until I put it on the tracks last night and it wouldn't move. Headlight comes on, but nothing from the motor. Oh, that's like my Santa Fe that I showed you guys last couple of shows ago, I think. So if you want a Blues Brothers reference, I'm on a mission from God to get this thing fixed. There's my Blues Brothers. I'm on a mission. I need to get this done. Oh my Lord. So I'm trying to catch up on. Yeah, once you use the piece of track bent like that for the rail joiners, and if you need to, half the time I don't need to, then I can sand it and it's all good. The wire to the motor came unhooked somehow. Yeah, I'm thinking mine is I either flipped a magnet or I put the wires on wrong. Like the battery, like I have the positive negative kind of idea. So JD, I sang that in my head. Like I literally sang that in my head. New joiners, you have to open a little bit, but my railroad friend likes to use previous ones that have been used before. I do too because they're already loose. And I have plenty of those, so that's what I've been doing. Except if they get too loosey-goosey, then you have to kind of tighten them up. Nisi, have you joined the Facebook group Women in Model Railroading or the NMRA group of females in model railroading? Yeah, I joined the Women in Model Railroading, the WIMRR, back in January, and it was really cool. Unfortunately, the last meeting that I was able to attend, Gordy was there. What was really a lot of fun, and got a lot of information from him. He ended up practically putting on a clinic. He was showing us the layout that his dad had built, him and his dad had built through the years, and wow, that's some detail. And the size of it, I think it's O scale. Yeah, it wasn't garden scale, it was O scale. Huge piece of property that it takes up. Amazing layout. And they're still working on it. And everything on the layout is from scratch. Every building is from scratch. And it's actually like prototypical. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I joined the WIMRR. Unfortunately, the last few months, they meet Friday at 7 o'clock on Zoom. And I haven't been able to, before you know it, it's 8 o'clock at night. And I'm already doing something else, so I haven't been able to do it. But was it Michelle Kempema and Sydney George Abatacola? I think they're the ones that started it. I know Gordy is awesome. He can just tell a story. Everything comes natural to him. He's amazing. And like I said, we giggled at the end that he basically put on a clinic for us. So I told him, I said, could you, just put on a clinic once a month, 7 o'clock. Hey, John, not full. Welcome. Grandpa Rails is putting up lyrics from songs, and I'm like singing the songs in my head. It's not helping me. My two hobbies are beginning to interfere with each other. I'm now bowling 2 nights a week. 2 nights a week? I remember Miss Denise used to bowl 1 night a week. That's a lot. And that's 3 games. That's 3 games a night, too. That's a lot. They have room for G gauge in Scotland? I don't know. Just don't try to keep up with Gordy when you go drinking. Ask me how I know. Thomas. Yeah, I wouldn't try to do that with anybody. I'd be under the table. So I will keep persevering. I'm hoping that I can just do the trick with the soldering in that one spot. I think all of my gaps that I do have aren't that bad. I have one of those things that I bought from Yankee Dabbler that is basically a piece of clear plastic. It's about yay thick. It's got the HO gauge wheels on it. You can run it along. You can look down through it and see where the problem is on your track. And that's what I've been using to figure out where the bumps and bruises are on my track. 2 nights a week, and the president of the club, and he wants to play in a band. Wow. Yeah, he keeps trying to get the band back together, Mr. Bailey. Inspection card, that's it. Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday is highly competitive. Friday is my league where we just have fun with it. Oh. Even when it's just have fun, some people get really, really serious. Main thing is when people don't have bowling etiquette and you go up to you do your ball and somebody will step up right next to you and you just turn and look at them like, excuse me, can you wait a second? I used to bowl, but after breaking my arm, I can't pick up my balls. I'm not touching that. Did I pass the audition? Yes, JD, you passed the audition. And all of the things are in my head now. Model railroading is not a hobby. It is a way of life. Everything else is a hobby. You know what? Okay, I'm going to say yes because it is expensive. So everything else is a hobby. It's like everything else, you can fake it. Scrapbooking, I can fake it all day long. You need a size of paper, I can make it happen. I can fake it. I can do behind the scenes with it. But this stuff, it's not so much. I saw some PBA bowlers today in K Falls, Oregon after Train Mountain. Oh, cool. Thought you were running the auditions. JD. JD's running the auditions for getting the band back together. I feel like model railroading could be a martial art, the dojo of the empty wallet. The empty wallet. Mr. Nisi's empty wallet. Yeah. So what you're saying, Nisi, you don't like to be bothered when handling your balls. No balls here. No balls here. Don't, no. Wasn't me. Yeah. I can't even recover from that. I'm not even on my game. Usually I'm like this, and tonight I'm just like, I can't even get words out. So yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. Take a sip of water. My noisy water bottle. My goodness. Oh, you can't come. You can come up on your own. You don't need me to put you in. Mr. J. Oh my. See, I'm just now, like, as soon as he said that, I got stuck on the Big Johnson shirts from bowling, which we were talking about with my son the other day. And my son was like appalled that they made shirts about, no splits too wide when you got a Big Johnson. And bowling is so much fun. So much fun. Corey, what wallet? Yeah. I use Mr. Nisi's wallet as long as he'll let me. I don't know how much longer he's gonna let me use that wallet though. I think it's getting empty. Oh, I don't like them sweaty balls. I don't want dry balls either. They gotta be just right. Yeah, Mr. Nisi used to wear that shirt, and my brother-in-law had another one, and I don't remember what it said. I know it was equally as good. Oh no, well not just that, but also getting the greasy food from the little restaurant inside the place too. You're sitting there having a frosty beverage and having the onion rings and stuff. So, oh, the Big Lebowski. Word of the day is moist. Hey, sidetracks. The word of the day is moist. I like the word moist. I was on a beer drinking team that had a bowling problem. There were a bunch of Big Johnson shirts, and for a while I think we had just about all of them, but I guess we grew out of them. Rick wants to go in economy. He said, put me in coach, or he wanted to be in that old 80s, 90s sitcom, or he really likes his coach. Jeez. Most guys will give up the wallet as long as you reach low in the pocket to get in. I'm like banging my hat around. I can't even. So that's like as long as we play pocket pool or whack it ball, we get the money. Wow. My favorite shirt says, how many more trains do I need? Just one more. I do that fact checkers thing where I put on YouTube, say fact checkers, I'm not going to buy any more trains. And then I have the thing in below that says that's a lie. I tried to email you and it said the site can't be reached. Oh, Missile Hunter's trying to reach out to John too on your email and can't get you. My bowling and golf scores are the same. So are you getting turkeys? I think the last time I bowled, which I can't physically do anymore, but the last time I bowled, I think my average was like an 89. It was really bad. Yeah, I need those bumpers going up and down the thing like the little kids do. And even then, my ball is like riding along that. It's very bad. So, Sparky, you're going to lend your wallet to. Hey, Sparky, if you're lending out your wallet, can I have some too? I mean, if you're already on this side of the border, can I have some? I'll take a donation. Randall's asking what? Okay, somebody needs a comment because I can't see around JD's. Oh, wait. JD said, what did JD say? I can't see it. Ma'am, who have a hole in the pocket feels cocky all day. Who have a hole in the pocket feels cocky all day. Oh my goodness. So many balls and so many pockets. Hey, that would be, oh crud, Nisi has bumper balls. It's like a disease. Nisi has the bumper balls and they're moist. I know, John asked to cuddle first. I don't think Sparky needs to cuddle. He just is like lending out his wallet. I mean, a light cuddle isn't too terrible. Sparky would be loaning some of those Canadian loonies. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're off the rails. I went to your homepage and copied Gmail, but it will not go through. All right. Well, interesting. Yeah. So now I'm stuck on balls. How do we get to balls? I'm stuck on balls. Maybe I should take up bowling. Wait, I can't bowl. Plus, it's expensive. Bowling's expensive. How many bowlers do we have? Bowling and... Yeah, I'm sidetracked big time. I don't know what I'm doing. Leo is wondering what kind of video you're watching. Balls. Balls, balls, balls. All the balls in bowling are big, so you could say you have big balls. Sorry, I can't imagine what's wrong. I've been getting other emails. Maybe it's just something in the interwebs. Seymour ass, but JD's on a tear tonight. Hey, it's all ball bearings these days. Oh, I got ball bearings. I got balls in a bag. How about that? I have balls in a bag. Balls on my desk. I'm high balling, free balling. As long as we're not low balling. Is anybody giving up? No low balling. I miss using the wrecking balls. They were fun. Oh, that would be cool. So who has the biggest balls of all? That's the real question. My wallet holds a lot of dust. My wallet doesn't have much in it. Mr. Nisi, take care of that. Leo plays with balls all over the house. Well, I mean, balls are fun, right? Right, guys? It's fun to play with balls. I'd rather play with a ball right now than try to work on that layout. That layout is eating me alive. I'll tell you what. I don't know. So maybe I'll fly Rick down here from Pennsylvania. I'll call Jen and be like, Mrs. Bailey, can you please send the Mr. Bailey? As long as the balls aren't blue. They don't really get blue. Come on. Leo is a year-old tomcat. Aww. Little smushy, smushy, smushy mouse. Except when they get itchy at the wrong time. Well, I mean, all the sports guys don't care. They just, start scratching. Bowling ball is like a sorority. Whoop. Bowling ball is like a sorority girl. Fits 3 fingers. Corey. Oh, Corey, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. I can't even breathe. That was really good. All righty. Never. That was fantastic. And Kelly, they play with balls of all colors. Well, I mean, where are the trains, Nisi? Where are the trains, Nisi? Well, I mean, they're in the other room. I think you broke Nisi. Yeah, you broke me. Yeah, showing. Yeah, I'm broken. That was fantastic. I gotta say, that was fantastic. Yep. I don't know. I don't even know how to recover from that. That is fantastic. So, the main thing I get is I have to keep persevering, and I can do it. But I've been telling myself that, but I'm not getting anywhere. All this talk about balls is Leo missing his. Oh no! A little Stimpy step. Well, he won't have blue balls. Can I say that? No blue balls for Leo. Totally sidetracked. Yeah, I mean, it started with the balls. It started with the Blues Brothers, I think, is where it went down the rabbit hole. What is ET45? I want to see a new update YouTube video. Yeah, Edward, as I was saying earlier, I'm getting closer to doing a video. Right now, I just didn't have a whole lot to show because I kept getting stuck in the same spot. And I didn't want to do a video that was like, oh, look, it's the exact same thing. A typo. So you accidentally typed ET45. I was thinking maybe it was a kind of train or a kind of engine or something. You've piqued my interest. I need to know. I want to know what it is. Yep. So I really want to find this diesel locomotive for my dad so I can get these parts, but I don't know if I'm able to do that or not. I'm thinking, I told him that the parts that are broken, I'm not a rivet counter, so it's not the end of the world if it doesn't get fixed. ET Phonome. I don't use FlexTrack unless I need a custom curve somewhere. Yeah, when I first started doing it, I was using FlexTrack for curve, and then I realized how difficult it was for me to cut it then. So then I tried to stay on a straight and narrow, and well, that was a rabbit hole. What is the diesel type? It's a GE, a C44-9W. What parts do you need? I need the I wrote it down. I need the brake cylinders and the shock struts. You know, it's those little tiny pieces that are easily broken. They're easily snapped. Oh, ET44, not 45. ET4487 to be precise. Oh, okay. Tim, I did a typo which I stated in chat. Oh, gotcha. All right. Those pass that people never pay attention to, usually the ones I throw back in the box. Yeah, and that's just, those are the parts that, yeah, you're right. And that's what I was trying to tell him, but he was really upset because he wants to like get the whole thing like perfect. So told him I would try to get the parts, not the end of the world if we don't. We'll see what happens to it. So, I mean, it's an Athearn blue box, and I don't even see a date on the paperwork. So there's no telling when this thing came out. Oh, to be delivered 1996 to 1997. So if I do the math, that's like 26 or 27 years. Yeah. All right, JD, take care. Enjoy dinner. Watch out for balls. Yeah, what time is? Oh, JD's in Texas, so he's like an hour. Yeah, it's what, almost 8 o'clock there. Okay, Lynn, sweet. Because I've been scouring and not been getting anywhere with it. Hey, it's Otter Creek. Welcome. We've been talking about balls, blue balls, bowling balls, big balls, all the balls. Anything you can think of to do with balls. I have a few projects coming up. One is going to rival. Is that the gang getting back together? The band getting back together? Is that what you're talking about? JD is a Texican now. Nice. Sweaty balls. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, if you have a stream and you can't talk about balls, are you even having a stream? I mean, you know, I don't know. Never know. But so, has anybody heard of English's Model Train Shop in Pennsylvania? Anybody in here? Halloween candy already in stores this year is going too fast. There's Halloween and there's already Christmas. Oh, sure, Ray. I thought I had an in. I thought I was in the cool kids. I'm gonna have to wait like everybody else. Oh my gosh, I just bought Halloween candy, a bag of. I'm telling you, I am glad my kids are grown because if I had to participate in Halloween trick or treaters, God bless those little kids. But I spent $15 on a bag of candy, and I don't even think there were 100 pieces in that bag. So if I was handing out candy, it would be like every other kid would be getting a piece of candy. $15 for a bag of candy. Good gravy. I didn't even buy myself any candy. I have Schmilly paper mill on my layout. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Can't top that. Yeah, you can't top the bridge build. So what is it that you're going to build? How big is it going to be? English was a Bowser outlet. Yeah, I looked it up. I didn't see anything on their website saying that they were going out of business. I just heard it through the grapevine and saw that a lot of stuff was Bowser. I haven't heard of it. It looks like it's in Central PA. Yeah, I hadn't pulled it up on the map yet to see. or I haven't Google mapped it. Only because Mark went down and did a video on them. Yeah, I saw My Life's Tracks was at the bottom. Basically, my dad had seen it, sent me a screenshot, and I saw My Life's Tracks at the bottom, but I haven't had a chance to go like scope it out. A new doghouse. Tina Marie from the Mojave Model Railroad is buying Westside Hobbies in Las Vegas. Wow, that's kind of interesting. That's where I live in the middle of nowhere. Haven't had a trick or a treater for 30 years. Where we're at, pretty much all of our kids grew up, and then all of the people just kind of like, I mean, now it's like grandkids are starting to show up, and you've got a few young families have moved in, but it's mostly just us old farts. I saw some place where English's is closing. Okay, yeah, that's what I. So apparently they have everything in stock. I mean, their stock is completely full. When I looked at it, their online last night, after my dad told me about it, they're completely full. So if there's anything you want to get, but it doesn't look like anything's on sale. Shanana. Oh my gosh. I remember watching them. They had their black shirts with the things all rolled up. Is Rick building a new doghouse? That'll be interesting. We live on a Halloween mega street, hundreds of kids. Oh, that's cool. I don't miss doing it anymore because of the mosquitoes and all the nonsense, but Halloween used to be so much fun. Whole family would come over and everybody was decked out, and then the kids would get home exhausted, and then we would pick through their candy, checking it for any like nefarious things, but of course eating it as we went along. And the kids would eat so much candy. Yeah, I think you go all out, don't you, Artie? Like a wig and everything, kind of like scary, scary, scary. Some of the people in our neighborhood used to do like weenie roast and stuff on their front yard, so you didn't just get candy, you got like participated in a cookout. I don't even pay attention to kids are trick or treating. I might see a couple families walking down the street, but there isn't many kids in the village these days. Yeah. Well, now, like around here, they have trunk or treat. So there's so many organized Halloween things, even before Halloween, that they don't even do that. Down here, English's was a restaurant. They went out of business a long time ago. Is Rick in the doghouse again? No, Rick's not in the doghouse. My birthday is October 31st. Well, that's sweet. I wish my birthday was on Halloween. My birthday is very close to Christmas, and I always hated that. Now I don't care because I'm an adult. Need to get Pixie to wear a giant spider outfit. Oh, that would be so cool with the legs going around the side. Nice. I remember we moved into where my parents live when I was still a kid. We moved in there and everybody was trick or treating, and the parents were walking around carrying martinis, and it was like a whole different world for us. Where we lived, nobody did that. It was like, whoa, where did we move to? I should write construction fence for Halloween because the kids in my neighborhood aren't very bright. I gotta keep them. They're just really, really excited. I know towards the end, we had people that would just drive around in their cars, bring them from other neighborhoods. So I miss the fun of trick-or-treating. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I've already decorated for Halloween. If I got nothing else done this month, I got that done. My wife, retired school teacher, we hand out pencils, rubber spiders, and other toys. Well, that's cool. That's fun, though. It doesn't always have to be candy. And now you've got allergies and all kinds of issues, so that's cool. No, that's really, really cool. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I had for tonight. I won't bore you guys anymore. Am I dressing up for Halloween? I don't know. I mean, I think I have the Halloween show like a couple days before. I'll dress up as a giant squirrel. I'll be looking for some nuts. The fire department does activities at the hall, and some people give out candy, but that's about it. All right, you guys, before we head out, just remember that next week, Sidetrack Sunday, will be on the Fultz Bailey Model Railroads channel. So tune into Rick at 8 o'clock next Sunday. There's the Ricker. And take care. Thanks for joining me. I had a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, you guys.